You know me, I'm Aileen, your Mexican Bruja, and today we're here just moments away from the Libra new moon to let go, to make a candle spell, and to finally cut all of the ties that we are in desperate need to cut, and to go forward with our lives, with our new projects, whatever it is that our soul is urging us to do. As you know, all the new moons are referring to new starts, new beginnings. So I thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see it. And I did see Pharaoh in the chat already shuffling some cards, understanding what are we ready to let go to. So that's cool. Yeah, to pull and share. Thank you, Pharaoh. First of all, I'm gonna explain a little bit of the energies right now. Earlier on the week, on Wednesday, I think, it was the day where all the masks fell down. It's when we start finally seeing the things in reality for what they are instead of what we wanted them to be. And this could refer to anything, to a job, this could refer to a friend, this could refer to a relationship, whatever it is. And I've been saying this out loud and I'm repeating it again. This doesn't mean that it's something bad and that it has to be over. This just means that now we have a better understanding of the situation as it is rather than our expectations of it. I'm getting a little bit ahead, but what I am ready to release today is the expectation, because this is something that was just messing up in my head. I had this expectation of what I wanted things to be like, and when it wasn't met, then I went into a spiral down. And this is something that isn't necessarily bad in the relationship where these things were happening. It was just, let's see things for what they are, and from there we can evaluate how are we going to act, what are we going to do about that. So whatever it is in your situation, just start asking these questions to yourself. What did I realize earlier in the week and that now I'm ready to evaluate? And after this careful evaluation, what am I ready to let go? And where am I ready to be more open about these things? Uh, Temperance flipped out just now. Yeah, and I think it came, oh no, it wasn't for this week, it was for the last week. But yeah, temperance, to moderate ourselves. And I think, Pharaoh, if you'd like to explain a little bit more in the chat what this is about, but what I am feeling right now, what I'm channeling is about moderating ourselves in how are we managing our relationships? Where are we giving more? Earlier, I had something that I pulled for myself, but I think that everyone should listen to it. I pulled a card, and it's about to understand how much you do for others. I have the card right here. I'm not showing you everything because it doesn't have any illustrations or anything. It's just a plain text. But this is from the Mermaid's deck, and I really love it. It's so poetic. And the thing is that it's talking about notice how much service you do to others, and then reflect upon yourself. Like, why aren't you doing the same thing to yourself? Just extend the same courtesy. If you are offering to do food, an amazing meal for somebody else, and then you come home and what you do for yourself is just something quick and just I don't know, chips and a pastry, why will you treat yourself less? So this is something to reflect on. This is something to if you're noticing that, this could be easily the realization earlier in this week, like, oh damn, I'm doing for others a lot and for me I'm not doing that much. So that is the evaluation. It doesn't mean that you have to cut and then do nothing for anybody else and just be selfish. It means that you're noticing this pattern. You still can do service for others, but putting your needs first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And this is something very important that I've been learning lately. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You really need to replenish yourself. You need to understand and be good for yourself first, and then go out and do something for others. And again, it is not a bad thing to put yourself first. And I am not saying that you should just cut out ties with everybody else. Pharaoh, clarify with Four of Diamonds, safety. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Clarify with Four of Diamonds, safety. Security to prepare for the ultimate 10 of Diamonds. Is this like Pentacles? I'm sorry. I'm completely out. Clarify for safety and security to prepare for the ultimate 10 of Diamonds. So if I am understanding this correctly, and this is kind of the Pentacles energy, yeah, the first is just the foundation. it is literally what we're doing right now, gathering all of our resources, understanding what we have, what we don't, how we're going to do it. Oh, yes, same as Pinnacle. Thank you for clarifying. I was like, what? And yeah, preparing ourselves for the ultimate 10 of diamonds, where we actually have all of our fortune, where we get to the end of this road, where we get to the end of this projects that we're doing right now. So, what are you ready to release? Just write it on the chat. As I told you right now, I am ready to release expectations, and this is something that I'm going to address in the candle. I have it right here, ready. And I also have the olive oil. I'm going to use the olive oil to anoint this candle. And as we come closer to understanding what is everybody ready to release right now, I'm going to address the candle from up to down, and putting all of these things into the candle. Then I'm gonna let it burn until it goes off completely, and later I'm gonna give you an update on how did it go. This is a more powerful spell because we're all doing it together. All our energies are coming up. Even if you didn't catch this live, all of the energy that was poured here and that is gonna be poured after collectively is gonna help a lot to everyone make this bigger statement and just cut ties finally. That's why it was on the thumbnail, like once and for all. Sometimes it is a little bit harder to do it just for yourself, just for ourselves, because I'm speaking for myself too. I've done these spells a ton of times, and it is always more special, and it's always a lot more power when we do it together. So I'm gonna write this down. I'm releasing. Using expectations. Earlier on the week, I was speaking to my friends, and one thing that came up too, and that I'm gonna release for them, is releasing control. To have this control about everything, every situation is something super exhausting, and in the end, not really something that you can do anything about, because there's always going to be a situation out of our control. The only thing that we can control is our inner world and how we react to these situations outside of us. That is something to take into account too. Releasing the need to people, please. Yes, Pharaoh. I don't have the shaker right now, but and I give you a bell. That's super, super, super important. And you know what? I think that this is part of the Uranus retrograde in Pisces. I mean, I did it for myself. The notes are somewhere scattered around, but something that I wrote in my notes about the Uranus retrograde is to understand that the shadow that is coming up right now, it's about people pleasing, understanding that if I am not okay, I don't have to pretend like I am. And this is in every other aspect of life. But I'm just telling you from my experience what's happened, and for myself, I had this, and again, this is a shadow that I've been carrying for a long, 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 long time, because I was a divorced kid. So my parents divorced when I was like around 9, 10, and from then on, I was like, I cannot afford myself to be sad or angry or anything other than happy, because this is what my family needs right now. My sister needs me to be happy, my mom needs me to be strong, so I cannot be anything less than that. And the thing is that I carry that over all of my life now. And somewhere I understood, like, oh, this isn't okay. And it's something that actually a partner just told me, like, hey, it bothers me that you're so fake. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm fake? I didn't even understand. And it was a trigger to me, like, I'm not fake. And then he explained a little bit more, was like, well, yeah, because it's obvious that you're not okay and you're pretending like you are, so that's fake. Like, oh, shoot, you have a point. I am doing that. So again, emotions are our way to bring into the awareness the things that are in our subconscious. So understand is whatever triggers you, whatever makes you feel a rage, desperation, sadness, anxiety, embrace it. Don't try to turn away your head from it just because it's not comfortable. This is something that is telling you that you have to do something about it. Otherwise, it's gonna come back again and again. It's all a cycle. If in this cycle you didn't do it, then it's gonna be coming again and harder and stronger and bite you in the ass. So us, because I am speaking for myself too in this situation. I'm reading your affirmation, Farah, because I skipped it a little bit. Affirmation to support the pool. I am grateful for all that I have and for all of my life experiences. Yeah, this relates so much to what we're just talking about. Hey, this Bruja, thank you. So tell me, what are you ready to release? We're talking about releasing people pleasing, releasing control, releasing expectations. Just drop again what are we ready to release, and we're going to put it into this candle in a few seconds. We're going to be doing also a meditation to help again the subconscious understand this cutting of the ties right now. What happened on the week, what happened specifically. It could have been Wednesday, at the most Thursday, when we realized something else, when we realized the reality of the situation. So again, let's go back a little bit. What are these masks that just fell off? What are these things that we realize that we're not banishing them, we're integrating the shadows into ourselves. That's the thing to do. I'm gonna share with you also a shadow work meditation. I really hope I have it. Yeah, a shadow work healing, just in case you want to do it too, complementing this meditation that we're going to do and the candle spell, because it is going to help the subconscious understand better where are these triggers coming from and how to embrace them. As I'm telling you right now, I am able to tell you that these triggers for me of the people pleasing were from the divorce of when I was like 9, 10. But it is only because I could do the shadow work meditation and understand like, oh, that's where it began. Because I started doing a meditation and I started going through certain situations of my life from a year ago, then 2 years ago, then 5 years ago, and I just went into the past a lot until I finally realized what is the root. And understanding where the root is going to make it easier to understand the actual, I don't want to say problem, but where the shadow actually just came to life. If we understand the root, it's so much easier to integrate it with ourselves with love and understanding that, for example, for myself, I'm just hugging that child, that Aileen from when she was 9 or 10 years old. She did the best that she could do with the things that she could. And right now, I evolved. I had these new experiences again, coming to the affirmation card from Pharaoh. Now I had all these experiences that led me to know, hey, this is not right. This is not what you want to keep doing. So uh, that's where we are right now. I'm also gonna pull you a card from the mermaid deck because I just love it. It's always so accurate. So what else collectively are we ready to release? Or what is the messages that the spirits, higher gods, ascended masters, however you want to call it, dragons, whatever mermaids want to tell to us right now? This one came easy. Child of the sea. We, the mermaids, feel the pain you hold so deep inside. We see the scars. We know you feel alone. But you, beloved, are a child of the sea, as are we. Have faith. Your heart is healing. So this is a great card. It's telling us preemptively that anything that we put into the candle right now, anything that we are ready to let go, is gonna heal correctly. It's gonna heal forever. So I'm already feeling that this candle is gonna take a long time to burn, which is not a bad thing. It's actually good because it's slow, it's steady, and it's gonna have a long way of repercussions, good repercussions later in life. If it was something fast, it might not be long lasting. But on the other way around, this is gonna be taking a lot of time because it's gonna be dissolving every little thing and changing and transmuting these energies from fear into love, from control into release, everything that we're going to put into the candle today. So, okay, thank you for the thumbs up. I see them. And so it is. Yeah. So we have our cards, we have what we're ready to release. Again, if you didn't catch this live, it's okay. Just put it on the comments and be sure that I'm going to put it into the candle, the things that we said in the live chat right now, but also I'm gonna leave a little bit of openness to anything that the person looking at this live, well, at this video later wants to release, gets released too. So be sure that whatever it is, it's gonna be part of the spell. It doesn't matter if you didn't catch this live. Uh, oh, thank you, Pharaoh. And yes, thank you, mermaids. I really, really love this deck. It is a little bit funny because the first thing is the first time that I got it, when I realized that it didn't have any pictures, I was a little bit disappointed. But it's been one of the decks that I've connected most with. I'm gonna show it to you right now. The magical messages of the mermaids. If you have the opportunity and if you feel called to, you resonate with mermaids, this is the one to go to. Ready for this new moon? Yes, Hades Bruja, we're entering this new moon with everything, with a lot of space for the new things to come. Because remember, yes, we're releasing a lot of things, but why is that? Because there are new projects coming, and this is the perfect time to start planning. Remember, in the new moon, like the precise day of the new moon and a couple days later, you don't actually do any actions, you just plan. And especially because this is the Libra new moon, in the new moon, there's literally no light coming from the moon. So we're walking in the dark. And for Libra, which is an intellectual communication sign, it's a little bit foggy. So don't make any rash decisions in the first days. Just plan out what you want to do, because right now we understand exactly what we want to let go, what we want to do next. But we don't want to rush into anything again. Slow and steady wins the race. So don't plan a lot, but don't do any actions until like the second or third day after the new moon. It's gonna be helping a lot, because now it's when the light is actually coming a little bit back from the moon, and you're gonna be having this illumination from the asters. Slow and ready wins the race. Yeah, Astro Kid. Hey, what are you ready to release? You have like a couple more minutes before I start this candle. If you don't want to write it, it's okay. But I do realize that when you write it down and you share it with others, it becomes more powerful. So it's up to you, but that's my recommendation. Letting to go of the bullshit. I cut myself right on time. Cool. Yeah, that's a great one. Thank you, Astro Kid. So I'm gonna start to dress a candle. I was about to just go ahead and say it all. Mm. So I'm gonna take this olive oil. I'm gonna start dressing the candle. So I have this black candle for purification. We're gonna be cutting the ties, we're gonna be releasing a lot of things in order for something new, something beautiful, and to attract what we actually want to attract. We need to vibrate in the same frequencies of the things that we want to attract. And remember to, whatever affirmation comes later, comes after burning this candle, whatever it is that you want, it has to be present, it has to be personal, and it has to be positive. So let's say that I am letting go of a friendship. So my affirmation will be for the next one to come: I am in a loving relationship filled with trust, joy, and I don't know, something else positive. Something else that you want into your life. This is just an example on the top of my head. Oh, hey, Bobber! The astrotherapist is in the house. So after this brief explanation, I'm gonna go and start release people pleasing, letting go of expectations, letting go the control, letting go of the BS, letting go whatever the people need right now, whatever it is that you want to release, now gets released. Wherever you want to cut ties, be sure they are cut. They are cut. They are cut. I release. I release. I release. And this is for all of us. We are now releasing everything that we want to let go right now in order to make space for something new to come. Now I have it right here. Matches. And we'll light the candle. I'm gonna take a minute here. Set an intention for all of us. The intention for this candle is to purify our mind, our soul, our spirit, our body. Help us release what is necessary. Help us purify. Help us cut the ties with any negative energy, allowing only the highest frequencies and the highest vibrations into our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm gonna set the candle a little bit to the right. Still can see it. And at this moment, I'm surrounding it in a white sphere where only good vibrations, only highest frequencies can come into the candle. This is the moment where anybody who wasn't on the live can just set the intention, can say, I release. And it's gonna be released. All right, and I'm gonna read. Yeah, in warp speed. This is exactly why we need to let it go. So there's nothing holding us while we're going warp speed into the future, into our dreams, into whatever we want to accomplish and do, because we have the power. So right now we're gonna do a little meditation in order for reinforce all of the candle magic, to put more intentions into the spell, and just get comfy, get comfortable in a place where you are not gonna fall asleep. That's the only reason why I like people just to be sitting down instead of actually laying in the bed, because sometimes they fall asleep. And although something still happens in the subconscious, it's better for you to have the awareness of the moment. So just stay in a comfy place. If you're sitting and you have like your feet hanging, don't cross your legs, keep them grounded, both feet in the floor. You can do the lotus position too, that's cool. Just don't cross the limbs, don't cross your legs, unless it's for lotus position, which I'm gonna take right now. Start going into relaxation. Whatever tension you can feel in your body, start to release it. If you need to do this, just do it and release anything that you don't want into your body right now. Now we're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna start noticing our breaths. Breaths are coming from the belly, expanding it as new air comes, and deflating as we exhale. Concentrate on your breaths and feel how every time that air comes through your nose, it goes and caresses your heart. It's a soft touch, a loving touch. We're right now nurturing our own hearts with our breaths. Relax, stay in tune. Focus solely on your breath right now and the love that you're giving to your heart. I right now ask for the higher self of each and everybody doing this meditation to guide it. This moment right now, I'm also asking for a blue sphere surrounding us, each and every one of us. And this blue ray, this blue divine ray from Archangel Michael surrounds us, protecting us and making us safe and sure. Only the most highest vibrational frequencies can come. Everything else stays out. And finally, ask your higher self to cast a sphere. The color should be intuitive. It's special for each and every one of you. This last sphere is going to help you release whatever it is that you need to release. Go back to your breaths. Feel them caressing your heart again, nurturing it. And start visualizing this heart and how light starts coming out of it. Our hearts now are surrounded with the most purest light. And now from our hearts, we can see a stream that slowly comes out. Mind you, this stream has always been here. It could also be multiple streams. We're just right now choosing to see them. What are they connecting to? Maybe it's a person. Maybe it is an object. Maybe it just goes back to a situation, a feeling, a color. Let's embrace the situation. Let's embrace this person, this color, this object. This is what we are ready to let go today. This is what we are cutting for good. In this moment, we're thanking the situation, we're thanking the experience. Because they are helping us to become a better version of ourselves. So thank you. And now, with all of the love in our hearts, we're taking a pair of scissors and we're cutting these strings or string. As we cut, we realize how the person or the object, the emotion, the color fades away. And the light in our heart grows stronger. At this moment and with each breath, the light just becomes bigger and bigger until this light coming from the heart is just illuminating our whole body, being a part of our auric body. You're going to take a deep breath, exhale and release. Once more, inhale and release with the exhale. One last time. Take a deep breath in, filling the belly like a balloon, and release with exhale. We thank Archangel Michael for keeping us safe. We thank our higher selves for guiding this meditation and for showing us while we're ready to let go. Now we're sure that it's all released. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all released. It's all released. Start becoming aware of your environment again. Listen to birds, traffic, voices. Start becoming aware of the smells. Incense, maybe someone cooking, maybe someone cleaning. Slowly start wiggling your toes, hands, moving your neck, your back. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Alright, so did anyone notice how just the flame got stronger while we're doing the meditation? This is why intentions are so important when we're casting spells. And candles and rituals and spells can only help us so much. The most important thing is actually our intention. The soul willing to heal, the soul willing to actually, for example, in this case, let it go. The soul actually willing to bring abundance into your life. If you're doing the abundance spell that I have, here's a spell jar, for example, the intention is the most important thing. So I'm gonna hit you with the link for the abundance spell, and because now you're ready to put something in. This is something that you can do today, tomorrow, even like 2 days after the new moon, you should be okay, should be alright. So there it is, the new ritual and abundance of spell. You're gonna be doing a spell here with me, and right now I'm gonna let these candles just burn all the way through. I'm gonna be having an update, of course, to tell you how this go. Again, I don't have any doubts, basically because our souls, only souls that are ready to do this change, to let go, to release, to cut ties, I just want to go through it, and the flame is just so strong. We had a confirmation from the mermaids, we had a confirmation from Pharaoh's cards. So thank you, Pharaoh, so much for participating in this candle ritual. It is something super magical, and I'm happy and excited to see you here. Thank you, Aster Kid. Thank you, Hades Bruja, Pearl Bobby. Thank you all for watching, for being a part of this. Remember, in the new moon, you can burn a candle for yourself too in private. Oh wow, this went higher. You can burn a candle for yourself too. Just remember to, again, if you're going to release something, the oil goes from the top down. If you want to uh, fill yourself with something, let's say you want to fill yourself with courage, you want to fill yourself with love, then the oil would go from the bottom up. And one last thing, I still have the 25% off. There's people already taking advantage of it. I'm very happy to say that. If you book right now, I don't have a lot of slots open for September, but it doesn't matter. As long as you book before September 30, you still have a discount, even if your session is on October. So go now and book. You only have to say the keyword, which is ancestors, and you will have automatically this discount. So thank you all so much for watching. This is just a way to giving back to you, because you have no idea how much help, how supported I feel with you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and just stay safe. Do your candle magic. Stay hydrated after doing this spell. It is normal to feel a little bit dizzy or even like out of this plane. So it puts that around you. And this means like anything natural is gonna ground you. And drink a lot of water, drink a lot of tea. We're still in Virgo moon, so it is all about the body. If you want to do like a self-care ritual, today is the day definitely to do it, and just to go on into the Libra new moon with the best of energies. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.